Well, well, there he is. A shepherd. Looks like you lost your flock.
James.
It's Prince James to you.
Prince James it is. I'm just glad to finally see you. So we can talk. Cruella told me why you're so angry with me, because
Mother gave me up and kept you? That's what she said?
she was never really good at reading people. Better with dogs. If that's not the problem, what is?
Oh, it's simple. You stole my glory.
You're never half the man I was, and yet you got everything. Everything that was mine. Well, now you're gonna pay.
It's not my fault you got yourself killed.
We'll see what happens now, Shepard.
You want to prove you're so much better than me? Fight fair.
Why bother? What could you ever do to me? I'm already dead.
Ah, you've had your fun playing Prince.
Now let's see what happens when I play Shepard.
So there's one phrase that comes to my mind from this sneak peek, and that is, bros be crazy, because James is a crazy MF. Now, what I really liked about this sneak peek is how Josh Dallas is really able to play both a badass and also the noble prince. Now, the role of Charming is kind of unforgiving in the fact that he has to be pretty stoic and always heroic and courageous, and he kind of is flawless, despite the fact his character does have flaws, but the character of Prince Charming is more or less a flawless character. So it's a thankless role that he has to play. He's used to be one of my least favorite characters, and now he's kind of becoming more interesting to me. And I think due to the fact that he has this conflict with his brother James helps quite a bit. And I also like to get to see him play different sides of, different characters, not even different sides of Charming. Charming's character really doesn't have too many sides. It's more like angry and happy. He's kind of stagnant in that regard. But to see him get to play pissed off and, vengeful, that's fun. I think it's really good that Josh gets to branch out with his talents. More or less what we learned from the sneak peek is that James is extremely, extremely vengeful, and he wants, his glory back from David over there. And it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, like, how is that his unfinished business? And I posed the question like this. When James died, I don't even know how he knew he had a brother, because David never knew he had a brother, so how does James know that he has a brother? And then when David became prince, again, when David became prince, yes, that's when he found out about having his brother James. But when he was prince, he didn't want to be the prince. He wanted to stay with his mother. He became the prince to protect his family because, he's charming and noble. That's what he does. So I'm really curious how James found out about this. I'm assuming because he was dead, he somehow peeked from the underworld. But his unfinished business is that his brother, who he never met, has taken away his honor and glory, and he wants it back. Now, the only thing about the sneak peek I don't like is the end result. And what I mean by that is James electrocutes or tasers David and says, "You had fun playing a prince, now I'm going to play a shepherd," which means he's going to impersonate David. And I think that, that type of game can be very boring. They did that sort of with Pan and Henry, like that body swap, and now we just have an impersonation. And granted, with Pan to Henry, that was kind of interesting because Henry in Pan's body, or Robbie Kay acting as Henry, is pretty good. Like, you could really tell that's Henry in there. With David, or with James pretending to be David, it's not going to be that much fun because they're going to figure it out almost instantly. This is something that's going to be quick because David's personality is very they know what it is. They really know his personality, so they're definitely going to figure out when James can't, keep up the charade. So more than likely, we're going to get a scene towards the end of the episode or maybe mid-episode, I don't really know when. But what's going to be happening is somehow Emma, Robin Hood, who else? David himself are going to end up. My lighting just changed. Wow, that was weird. What's going to happen is they're going to end up together, and then David is going to have to probably protect them from James, because James is probably going to go batshit. And that is what we have going on. So I think the sneak peek is interesting. I just don't really care for this whole switcheroo, and I'm really wondering where James is going to keep David prisoner. So fun sneak peek. Just didn't really care for the end result. Do you guys like this whole I'm gonna pretend to be you, Prince and the Pauper reverse type thing? Because the Prince and the Pauper willingly reversed, but here's an unwilling reversal. I really did enjoy Josh Dallas's performance. I think he's giving more interesting material to work with, which I think very much helps him as an actor. So overall, interesting sneak peek. I'm curious to see how quickly they'll be able to figure out James's charade, and that's my thoughts on it. I'm looking forward to the episode this Sunday. We'll talk about it then on this channel and on Other Robert, and make sure to send me your reviews on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even Snapchat if you want to. I don't care. Just send them so we can read them. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.